Alrighty, so let us see what Everwind is about. Let me cut on my ceiling fan because it is getting hot in here. But it looks pretty cool. RPG Minecraft kind of reminds me of the how-to Minecraft videos. I don't know if you ever watched those, but it's kind of the vibes I'm getting. Hopefully it is a ton of fun. Let's hit play. We're not gonna look up a seed or anything. We're just gonna hop straight into it. I'm excited though. I think this is about to be a ton of fun. Just came out yesterday, I believe. So it looks like we have a rusty pike to defend ourselves. The go-to weapon. Try and gather all this stuff. There's more wooden planks here. Looks very cool. Bunch of floating islands. I'm assuming either we have to build the airship or we fell off of our airship. One of those two things happen. Can block with your right click. Thick iron boards. Okay, here's your pillar. Okay. So you have a strong attack and a quick attack. And we kick his ass. Easily. Not even close. New tutorial. Tools break blocks. I've played Minecraft before, so this is not news to me. Did leave something in there. Rocks. We need those. Let's see if this is worth breaking. It is not. Iron chains. Pretty cool. Don't see a way for us to go down there. So there's a lot of stuff you can loot that I didn't think you would be able to loot, so I haven't checked it. Is that me? It is me. My footsteps are behind me. My headset's on the right way. I'm supposed to be using the shovel. I bet I'm supposed to be. Oh my goodness. Ignore that. We didn't see that. Another chest. Water. Huh. Rock. I'm just picking up everything. That guy's dead. So we're gonna grab all this. I wonder if there is cooking, like a cooking skill tree. That'd be pretty cool. Already looked in there. So I guess we keep heading down. It's a tall building. Furnace. Crafts ingots from resources using fuel. Place fuel and select an ingot. Okay. What is this? You can repair items here, so it's like an anvil, and we do have a pickaxe. Put that in the hotbar. I guess I should probably mine this while I'm here. Takes a while to break. Sure, we'll get better tools, so it won't be as bad, but it takes a while to break. So there are copper items. Copper pickaxe and stuff. just gonna kind of go ham because I want to make a sword if we're gonna be making stuff also. The pipe has served us well. We need to upgrade. Is there a fast looting option? What's it say? Take all would be space. Yeah. And I'm assuming that took everything in there. Yep. I didn't even check what was in there. Didn't get to design my character. That would have been nice. My guy's a weird looking fella. Kind of looks fucking like me. Okay. So let us smelt up the copper. So, where's the copper? Okay. And then for fuel, do we just throw it in here? We do. So let's make 3 ingots. I wonder if it's 1 ingot per item. That'd be nice. Wants us to smelt at least 1, but I want to do probably a pickaxe. And then I want to do a sword also. Stores a total of 5 HP over 3 seconds. So both mushrooms do heal you. I wonder if there's poisonous mushrooms in here. I bet there are. That'll be cool. Okay. Take our stuff back. This one is still on fire. And then let's turn to here. Primitive repair station. Not there. Where do I craft? Can I craft here? No. There has got to be a crafting station nearby, I would think. Maybe it was upstairs? Okay. Well, we stole a cup. Alright, we are just going to keep rolling. So you do have to find recipes. V is going to show you everything. Combat basics. Not sure what that was. Already stole the wooden chest plate. I mean, took it because... Okay. That guy looks... That's a menacing looking one there. That guy looks scary. Power attack! Not gonna lie. I kind of just beat the shit out of that guy. I kind of just whooped that dude's ass. He didn't even hit me. Well, that's a key. You need a novice key or lockpick in hand. Let us break out this key. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Healing potion. Wooden helmet recipe. And a wooden steering wheel. Take control of a flying ship by placing and interacting with its cockpit. Your home point is set to a flying ship and the stored compass teleports you there. Okay. So I guess the next step is probably to find the ship. Oh, fuck. Okay, well that's out forever now. Sorry! Don't see anything else I can take. Sounds like there's another skeleton here. Learn basics of flying a ship. Okay. I really like the way this game looks. Water's pretty too. And we have a conveniently placed ship right here. Couldn't be any better. Use the compass to scan this object. Okay. Where is my compass? Was I supposed to? Oh, it's T. Ignore that. Can I please scan this? Please. See. Look at me being foolish. Okay, so we learned the basics. What is this thing? You already know this recipe. Wooden pipe, wooden planks, more items. Okay, so is this a crafting menu? It is. Craft a sand block. Copper nail. Here's our skill tree. Learn basics. Break the destroyed balloon. So we gotta break all this stuff. Assuming a pickaxe, but maybe not. We will see. Oh, I hate this fucking tree. So it is random seeds too, which I think is cool. Okay. New compendium entry. We get a rotor. Do assume this game's gonna be very fun. I saw where oh, my pickaxe is broken. So we need sticks, a repair kit, fix damage items, bow, stone pickaxe. So I don't have anything to knock down the trees. I'm assuming I can just punch the tree with my fucking bare hand, please. Not like that. Can I not swap to my bare hand? Okay. Let's punch this tree down and get some sticks. Well, that didn't fucking give us any sticks. As I know good. How do we get sticks? I could have just crafted them the whole time. So we are going to craft a new pickaxe. We are also going to turn those into logs, which is not what I need to be doing. We're going to craft an axe while we're here. We already have a shovel. Not going to make a bow just yet. I'm going to pick up the sticks. Can I just throw this on the ground? Oh, that's cool. You have an auto organize button. Back to breaking. Okay. Objective complete. Craft cockpit. Cockpit. Craft a cockpit. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is the cockpit? Maybe we have to make a crafting station. We are going to make a crafting station. I'm going to sit it somewhere out of the way, like right here in the very center of the ship. We're going to use it. Now, is this how I craft a cockpit? It isn't. I don't think. Wait, cockpit, craft, back. Okay. So we have a cockpit. That looks pretty fucking cool. Okay. We need to craft an energy generator. We need 16 copper nails and 12 more rocks. Craft one of those. And now rocks. I don't think we can craft rocks. As you can tell, we are very much winging it. There's a rock. Here's a grave. Jeremiah died at age 30. Poor Jeremiah. I'm pretty sure these pigs want to fucking eat us. So we are going to equip the axe. Ow! So I do not think you want to use the axe for combat. I think it is not very good. And you cannot block. But we killed him. Still scary music playing. Can't tell if those pigs want to eat us. I feel like that's my rust brain. Yeah. Rust brain for the win. Here, I'm not fighting that scary ass pig. What are you doing, Mr. Capybara? Chill. Chill, I'm sorry. Chill. The fuck? Stop. Yeah. Okay, fuck. Think this thing's gonna eat me? Chill. Ow! Can't get me here. Can't get me here. I'm untouchable here. Sorry. Okay. Just as we intended to do. So it is faster if you just individually click it. Just punching the shit out of this mean ass pig. Get on! Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Just like we drew it up. Okay. We need... Pretty sure we still need like 6 rocks. Do need a better weapon of some sort. Pine cone, I'm not gonna grab. Now the question is, if I dig down, do I find a stone? Let's test that while we're here. Heartbore hold or to reset. Not seeing any stone, but I am on top of a mountain. So let's see. Might as well look at this other stuff. So all of it's going to require rocks, except for the wooden engine. All it needs is sticks. So I can craft some sticks. And we will craft this up. Wooden engine. Effective limit depends on the flying ship core. Where would a fucking engine go? I'm gonna put it there. Okay. Then we need a generator. We need 10 planks. Everything needs rocks. I'm not seeing a better way to get rocks than to just run around and pick up rocks. Pheasant hen. Steal its eggs, as you would do. I think that pig wants me, huh? me alone, please, Mr. Pig. Please leave me alone. Gotta get it. He's on. That's what the fuck I support. I don't think I can really do anything at the cockpit until I have the other stuff. A chest. Wonder if the key's around here. Copper. Rocks. More eggs. Sorry, Mr. Bird. Got a skeleton skull. So I feel like we should probably craft a better weapon. Damn, these guys are fast. The axe is not the ideal beat the shit out of a skeleton weapon, I don't think. But we're about to have to make it work. He lost his will to fight. He's scared. Okay. I think we are relatively safe, and we can craft something new. So we've done the engine, we've done the cockpit. Assuming you can form some kind of like auto smelter. We have that. We need this. Craft it. Now it is telling me to craft them but not place them, so hopefully I'm not just screwing myself. Put the energy generator right in the middle. We need 16 rocks and then we are finished. I am going to craft a sword. Is this whole tree gonna fall whenever I chop it down? I assume so, but let us see. Yep. 12 logs. Okay. Craft that. We do have a means to defend ourselves. And we'll try it out on this hog. Oh, he double attacked me. Learning my attack pattern. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of it. So 16 more stones and we should be able to actually fly the flying ship. Bunch down here. Assuming there's probably a much better way to get stone. That we'll find later and, you know, wonder why we didn't do that. But for now, okay. Chill a second, let my stamina come back. You're cheating. just beat the shit out of that fella. Easily. We took him out easily. And there's a bunch of skeletons. Okay, this does not block arrows. We're gonna get on them. And we are going to eat a million mushrooms. We didn't look for stones. I don't think that pig really wants to mess with us anymore. Okay. Water looks really cool in here. They gave us healing potions now. I'm just really, really good at get my ass kicked by skeletons and pigs. 7 more stones, and we should be ready to roll. Hopefully I have not picked this place clean. There's one. Are these stones? What is that? A bulb. Pick these up. Maybe the capybaras eat them. I've seen the videos of people having them as pets. I wouldn't mind having a pet. Not at all. Resin. 19, one more rock, and then we should be ready for the next tutorial step. Move, Mr. Capybara. So what was it we needed? A wooden balloon. We need cloth. Okay. Well, I don't know how to get cloth, so perfect. Ah, thread. We need a lot of thread. Okay, so fiber, assuming we get from trees. Guess there's nothing we can do but find out. We didn't get any fiber. Maybe it comes from plants. Do you give me fiber? You do not. Okay. We are learning as we go. Can I deconstruct rope? Wooden helmet recipe. They should show up in here, I would think. Yep. Bunch of different types of skulls. Ah, I look fucking stupid. Okay. So now we have got to find enough fiber. From grass. Seems like I need a lawnmower blueprint. There's grass everywhere, so I guess I don't need to go crazy up here. So I think the wheel of your ship kind of works as like a respawn point. Okay. So let us make a bunch of thread. Max. And then let's make a bunch of cloth. Now we should be able... Thought we should be able... We need fucking 8 pieces of rope. Can I crap? Are you kidding me? I guess it's at least nice you can craft the rope and I don't have to just find rope. Mr. Capybara, how do you do? Now we can craft it. Okay. Where should a big ass... I'll put it right there. Get to the nearest abandoned flying ship. So I think we get to fly now. Do I not get to fly now? Do I have to release the balloon? Cockpits can be used on islands with a flying ship floor. You must be on the island to use it. Surely I don't have to run over there. Surely there's something I'm missing. Let me fly this ship. Let me fly that. Don't do that. Okay. So there's a drop button. That's pretty cool. Let's look at the skill tree. Recycling. That's for arrows. Parry master. That sounds cool. Stealth. Oppression. That's 0% longer. Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna do the parry. That sounds cool to me. We're doing something wrong. We're doing something wrong. Guess maybe this one doesn't have a flying ship floor. That just seems like such a long way for us to have to run. Yeah, but no, they're not. That's not what we're supposed to do. Maybe we resort to our good buddy, Google. Maybe we Google it. Well, that is the last thing we wanted to see. I'm pretty sure we have to have the flying ship core. So I think we're about to have to swim 40... I can make a boat. How to make a boat. That's crazy, though. Why would they put it so far away? Where's the boat? 16 copper nails. Fuck, I shouldn't have done max there. And then planks. Okay. We're gonna make a boat. Place it on the water, enter it by pressing E. To exit the boat space. This will be cool. Now we moving. Now we moving. We're gonna cut that out in the YouTube upload. We don't need everybody seeing me fumble the bag like that. That's cool looking. It's a bunch of floating islands, and there should be like dungeons and that kind of stuff too. I think this is gonna be really cool. Look at that. Just like I was saying earlier, I read the reviews yesterday, and I mean there were people with 8 hours on it after the game had been out for 8 hours. And if you could sit on it for 8 hours, I assume it has to be fun. So I feel like I'm a lot of people in the sense that if it has a building aspect, I'll get down. I feel like I have to stop this though. That's where we went wrong. Don't make the same mistakes as me. So it told me to craft all those things. We craft them. We put them down on the what I assumed was what we were supposed to do. Really, I was supposed to keep them in my inventory. Once we got here, we would be able to fly. Fuck. Oh, that's terrible news. That's terrible news. That's probably the worst thing that could have happened. I think we're back here. I'm going to see if it has a pickup option. I don't think it probably does. But I can destroy the stuff that's there and at least get most of it back. That's on me. Okay, so we just go back, we chop it all up, and we come back to here. Can't interact with anything while you're in the boat either. I was hoping to pull out my compass, but I just have to remember it's straight this way. What an epic fail by us, though. There's another boat right there. Drive this really hard. Does not destroy it like Minecraft. Okay. So you can just chop it up and grab it. Okay. Very nice. Saves me a lot of hassle from having to recraft all this shit. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm gonna take it. I think we can take it. What? Come on, let me have this thing. Nope. It is fixed in place. What about this? Yeah. So it seems like with this being a shipwreck, there should have been some kind of loot here, nah? It's my Minecraft brain taking over. I'm gonna take all these plank blocks. So it holds the damage you've done to it too. I like that. get back out to our shipwreck. We're gonna act like that didn't happen to us. We are gone. Believe it's this way. I guess I would prefer getting like an empty blank slate like that anyway, as opposed to the ship we were on that was already somewhat fleshed out. There's our wreck. I am enjoying it so far. I never played it, so, you know, don't act like I did. But Hightail was similar, I guess, in some regards. Hightail was Minecraft-like, but it was an RPG nonetheless. We're about to get our first ship. Park it nice and steady right there. Okay. Now we have to put down the... Where's my cockpit? Here. Put down this thing. Put down that. And then put down the generator. And I guess we'll throw down the crafting table while we're at it. Where... I guess this thing's kind of like a central focal point. I'm going to do this here. Okay. Place the energy generator on the ship. That is this, so let's do it there. Place the balloon next to the generator or connect with pipes. I think maybe I just put it like right next to it. Yeah, that'll be fun. We can move it if we decide to later on. Place the wooden energy next to the energy generator or connect with pipes. So set that there. Interact with the nearest energy generator. Yeah. Produce a fixed amount of energy using fuel. Insert fuel and press start to activate the generator. Okay. So we have some wood. Fur. Boots with the fur. Let's do the whole logs. Okay, so we started that up. So you upgrade your ship with the coins. That's pretty cool. Alright. Now what? Space flies up. Shift, so sprint flies down. Okay, so let's set it to max. Z is a brake. Q changes the camera. I think I would prefer to fly it in first person. And then WASD move it. Okay, so what island? Oh, it shows you which ones you've already explored. I like that. We're just gonna go to the one that I feel like we have the best chance of getting to. I think we're gonna go over here. I don't know how high it'll get without the upgrades. Like, I don't know if we can touch these. But we're going to go to this one. It looks like it's got a lot going on. And we have 62. We probably could get up to one of these flying ones. So what's the brake? Let's see what the brake's like. Let's shift to go down. Left my boot. I should have probably chopped it up. Shift to go down, and And then we're just going to keep going forward. That one looks cool too. It looks like there's buildings there. And you can just kind of let it fly itself like that. Wonder what kind of repercussions you get for crashing it. So we are going to stock up on some materials. I am going to put down my crafting table. Probably, I hate that it's 3 blocks there. Let's do the crafting table there. What other cool stuff can we craft? Can I craft a storage box yet? I guess is going to be the big question. Storage. Wood plank block. So we can craft a chest. I'm going to craft a big chest. And then we are almost to this island. We're going to do it opposite this stuff. And then we are going to shift, click, moves all. Okay. We are nearing the island. Probably need to bring something I can eat in case. Bring some mushrooms. Trying to avoid anything weird happening by kind of turning it so it doesn't get like wound up. And we are going to hit the brake now. Now, how does this work? Does this still burn while I'm gone? Yes, but we can hit stop on it. Okay. New island. Let's see what it's got going on. There's a building we're going to check out first. And there are skeletons on. Hello, Mr. Skelly. We're gonna go ahead and fight. Not our best combat showing. Wooden plank block. Patchwork outfit. So how does the armor work? Can I put this on with the armor? I cannot. Take the free coins. Can I with the fireplace? Okay. That's cool. So we got a bed and a bunch of... Guess we are going to... This guy right here is ruthless. Bunch of skeletons here. Take all these golden chalices. Maybe we could smelt those down. Or maybe they work as a form of currency. So we do need a key for like pretty much everything in here. Now can I chop this up and take it back with me? Maybe. Let's see. Can Can we take the big wooden table? Okay, so anything you want. Can I learn it straight from here? Can't. So you do have to equip them. He dropped a blueprint for us too. Thought he did, maybe he didn't. Okay. Learn all the new recipes. Do want to get in this stuff, and I feel like I don't have a lockpick. Can I craft a lockpick, maybe? Doesn't look like it. But I feel like the key would be here. Take this wood storage. Big wooden firewood. And we are going to learn that. Where'd it go? I guess they gave us a blueprint. Pillager outpost. Where is he? They're in the pillager outpost. I know you're in here. How do I get up to you, sir? We just place this? We can. Sounds like he's a bow and arrow. Not really seeing much up here. We are still on the lookout for that key. So many skeletons here. These guys have no chill. No chill at all. They just beat the shit out of you. What is that? Maybe we just use this instead. That looks disgusting. Wow, you got armor. So those do swing a lot slower. Yeah. New armor to replace our broken armor. Perfect. And no new boots. Wait, it's a new weapon? Stump baton, 4 for 4, 5 for 5. Better at breaking through guard, and it has better durability. Might as well. We're new. It's not going to matter too much what we're using. Wooden wardrobe recipe and a wooden door recipe. Oh, we did get the big wooden firewood holder. So it is making it evidently clear we do need... I'm going to chop this up so I have the blueprint. So I think if it's blue, you just have the item, but if it's white, you can learn it. Whoa. Yeah. Really hoping to find this key. I don't understand. Where is your key, sir? Where's the key? Sneak attack him. Now he don't know what to do. Stunned him. That was pure fear from that man. Fucking guillotine out here. Small wooden firewood rack holder. Just gonna learn as many blueprints as I can. Big hole in the ground. Let's go down in here. No reason not to. Forest ground block. Well, that makes it sound like dirt, but it does give you a bunch of stone, and we do need as much stone as we can get. Probably would have been a lot faster than me just looking for rocks on the initial island. Where are the diamonds? So new recipe unlocked, forest ground block. Can we craft that? Craft a dirt block. That is it. Thin ragged foot wraps. Okay. I'm gonna craft some dirt blocks to get out. Let's craft 8 dirt blocks and let us escape this hellhole we're in. Boom, boom. Boom. Not ideal. Okay, fucking double not ideal. Let me out. Parkour. Yes, sir. Okay, so I think we've explored most of this. I'm gonna chop this up and see if I still get the items from it. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. No. But we do now have a wooden cabinet we can place. Take a candle for the house. I will take, I'm going to leave that. It's going to take a long time to chop up. Let's go back to the ship. Let us return to our ship, please. Look at that beaut. It's a beauty. I think I might, while we're parked here not doing anything, try and expand it a little bit. So you can just teleport back to your ship, which is pretty cool. Burn road to repair station. Yeah, we need more room up here. So let us wooden plank. Are they different styles? I like that one probably the most. Let's craft 30. And let us expand a little bit. I think we come out here. And then in the front. If I crouch, do I still fall off? Good question. I really don't feel like finding it out right this moment. But we may have to, okay. So that's as big as the ship can get at this current moment. I'm assuming we can upgrade it and make it to where we can get bigger. But for now, that'll do. That'll do. Fuck, what have I done? 1, 2. 1, 2. So I think for symmetry, need to get rid of those. Yeah. Okay. Now we are going to craft some of the new stuff. If we had any new stuff to craft, what can we make? Let's make this furnace, primitive repair station, used for more productive item repairs. Now, I wonder if the copper items are significantly better or not. I feel like they would have to be better. I don't have any copper, but I do feel like they would have to be better. So we have a compass and a telescope. Spyglass reveals island details. Hold to look and use zoom. Okay, that's pretty cool. Explored that one. Explored that one. What about the flying ones? It's 1,000 meters away. Size ship 11 by 11 by 11. So if we got some copper nails and some forest wood planks, which I do believe the planks wouldn't be an issue, but we do need copper. I guess see if I can't find copper here. Get a ship upgrade going, make it look a little bit more like a ship. That'll be cool. There has got to be some copper here, I would assume. There's not. They have done a disservice to me and the people. So are these worth breaking? They are worth breaking. Okay, so any boxes with the label on them. I just got 7 copper nails right there. So let's just break a bunch of those instead of looking for copper. Genius. I think there's some in this house. Is broken. I think it is. I know I was out of stamina. Assuming that gives me bones. I don't really need that. I'm gonna get the ship upgrade while I'm here. Pretty sure it's been cleared of all the mobs. What is that? Glass bottles. Food bag. Now that looks like it's got something going on. Might go explore that one real quick. I feel like we saw a lot of those barrels at the store, but backtracking and finding the barrels again is going to be kind of a pain in the ass. So we are not going to do that. We're going to go back to the ship. We are going to fly that way. Do I not have any copper at all? Guess I could have just flew or teleported back to my ship. I don't know why I didn't do that. Because I'm going to have to do that anyway. Okay. So I guess parking it head on wouldn't be an issue because you just float up. So we are going to go to that island we just saw, this one right here. We are going to hope for some copper so we can make the ship bigger. Which I don't know if it does all those. I think it does all of those upgrades in one. Looking at this island, I think we hit every part of it. I think we hit all the buildings. We didn't have a key or lockpicks. I still don't know how to do lockpicks. Take her down a little bit. Looks like there's another flying ship we could have grabbed over there. Which I do think it's probably random. So, with it being random seeds, I don't think you spawn on the same island every time, but it might be wrong. So, maybe they have the ships kind of scattered around. Because maybe you spawn here, find everything, you go there. Need to try and get up to one of these floating ones. But I'm excited to see what this place has. There's some tiny islands up there. It's probably worth just because this is kind of slow. Until you get up into the sky, it might even be worth just having a regular boat. I feel like a regular boat, you cover this distance a good bit quicker. Yeah, so like this may be another spawn location. I don't know, because the building I was in had a bunch of mobs and stuff, so maybe it's just the one set spawn. But I'm excited to see some of the seeds that people find. Drive straight into the mountain. We are going to stop this so it doesn't burn up all my fuel while I'm here. We're going to see what this place has to offer. This is like Capybara Central here. Yeah, it's a little scaly belly. I'm sorry. Sorry I called you a little scaly belly. Can't even really block that. Whereas we're gonna overwhelm him. Overwhelm him with speed. He's got a fucking great axe. Is that a bear? It is a bear. We need to drop some stuff off at the ship. Okay, I don't know how strong this bear is, but he is scary. We're gonna parkour. Parkour! Sorry, Mr. Bear. There's literally no way you can get me here, dude. Literally no way. I want that. Chill, Mr. Bear. Fuck, what did I do to you? I'm just hanging around. Hanging around trying to get a little bit of money, dude. I don't know what this is, but I want it. That's gonna take forever. Anything else cool down here? Just so I know before I drop down and get murdered by this bear. There's a skeleton. Does not look like they're hostile against each other, which is lame. Hoping they maybe take each other out. Chill! So like the skeleton I don't have any doubts about, but that bear, I feel like he'd kick my ass. So I'm gonna drop and fight this skeleton. What the fuck? Power attack. Ooh, bunch of goodies. I think that forest litter. I'm fine without that. I think that bear did a real number on him. Yeah, that was embarrassing. There we go. Let us drop some stuff off. Keep this corn. Well, I guess I don't even really need the corn. Inventory is full. Can I stack anything? Can stack a lot of it. So we have enough keys. We should be able to do an upgrade. 50 coins. I've got that. Wood planks. We got that. Now, do you pick altitude upgrade? So we can go 262 blocks in the sky now. This will add an extra 250. We don't even have the stuff required. Force crystal dust. Steamer metal scrap. What about this one? So I'm going to do the size one. That's the one I wanted anyway. And I'm about to add some blocks to this ship. Okay. And come on now. Let me do the frog one. Killing me. Killing me. Okay. Let's have one here. Boom. And then same on this side. It's 3 down. 1, 2, 3 down. And then let's... I can't get under this balloon. This balloon's really causing me some harm here. There we go. Mod Podge the blocks here, but it'll be fine. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 off the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we somehow fucked it up. Not cool. Is there 2 at the end over here? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's do that, and let's do that. So that should be symmetrical. And I hope that's symmetrical. We are going to craft another big chest. Do not have enough copper. Let's craft a small chest then. Now, can I access this? I can't, so it's probably worth just breaking it. Get whatever's in it. 10 ingot. And then we'll do the small chest beside it. And we will drop off the rest of this junk. Do have some roof pieces. Alright, I think we are going to try and get to one of the floating islands. So I think we're just going to start it. We're going to max out the altitude to 3, and we're going to see how high it takes us. We have explored this one. Wasn't much here. I'm assuming the higher up you get, the better loot. Probably the harder enemies. So far, I'm having a lot of fun, though. This is cool. Should probably flesh this out a little bit. Explored. I've not explored that one. We'll get around to it at some point. I think I'm going to shoot for that one. Smaller one. So we are 145 blocks in the air. We can get all the way up to 250 right now. And then at some point we can get up to 500. Don't think, we definitely don't have enough to get there. I don't think. But I do see some floating islands, like we're way above that one. I exit this and see. Okay, so we severely overshot it. We are going to bring it down. Bring it down a bunch, and then let us slow down on the speed. We're at like our max height now, so we can see kind of what we can do. Don't think we can get to that one. Can get that, can get that, can get... Wait. Maybe. But we should be coming down almost perfectly on top of this one. So we got some water and some copper and stuff. Need this to quit moving forward and to like slow down a little bit while we lose altitude. Yeah. So we should be going down. Yeah, we overshot that by a lot. We're gonna have to have upgrades to get to that one. I think we would have been able to make that one. But we will get to see if the floating islands get better loot or not. This looks pretty super duper barren. Okay, so let us bring it up just a little bit. Okay, so that kind of holds where you are. That's cool. So we still need to go down, but if we level it out, should be able to stay at the level we're on. Yeah, it looks like there's absolutely nothing here. And I don't want to have to re-get this altitude. So let us dock it. And then we are just going to hope the fall damage isn't crazy. Hurt a little bit. A little bit of hootage. Eat some crunchy soup. Yeah, there is literally nothing here. What is the point of this? Your ship looks cool. Can I kidnap this capybara? Mr. Capybara, do you want to come with me? We are going to teleport back. Now let's see, what else can we craft? Can we craft like a cooking station? Used to craft weapons, smithing station, needs copper, rocks, and 6 nails. I feel like we probably have that. Crafting station, already have that. What is this? A cooking station, so we need rope, 10 rocks. Should be able to make that. Rope, 10 rocks. We have 90. Wooden planks. Wooden planks. That is not very many wooden planks. There they are. And what was the last thing? 4 logs. Might not have logs. Do not think we have logs. Cool. Wait, yes we do. Okay, so we are gonna make a crafting station, or a cooking station rather. Block station. Anvil. We're gonna stick with what we were doing. Cooking station right here in the center. That looks good. That looks good. And then we have a ton of food. Okay, and then we have to provide wood for it, and max 35. Pretty cool. Let's put this bird back in the sky. See how high we can get, and then we'll kind of decide where we want to go next. Wish we could make it to that one. I feel like that one's got the oop. So we're at 150. We can get up to 250. So I think probably get to that one. I know we can get to that one, so we're gonna turn that way anyway. Feeling pretty good. That is 5 islands explored. Vivio foreign. Learn the basics of cooking. We need porcini and chanterelle. Now we're gonna try and not get too high right here, but that is the island we are gunning for. We're definitely gonna have to have an upgrade for that one, because we can get up to 250, but we are not. That's 350. We're maxed out on altitude now. So we're fine for that one. Oops, fuck. That's cool looking. Might have to go see what that is. Different kind of island. That moon's got a big hand on it. This has got to have some good loot, I would think. we're at our max altitude. There's no way this place isn't loaded. Gotta go check that out. So we need to prioritize copper. Copper is pretty important, and I have not had much copper. And then just any new blueprints and stuff we can get. Yeah, there's buildings here. There's buildings, there's buildings. That's a pretty island. So you can get way up there. I wonder if there's a boss on like the tallest mountain. Maybe it works like the end from Minecraft. And just you get higher and higher, upgrade your ship. God, this thing is slow. Alright. We need to upgrade the... So, I need force crystal dust, and then we have the gold. But once we get that, get a 2 block a second improvement. That would be beneficial, because we are fucking slow as slow gets. Dropped it down a little bit on the altitude. Drop it down a little bit again. Just so we don't take too much fall damage when we jump. Yeah, there's some stuff. There's another ship. I am gonna go check that out. I wonder if I take fall damage if I was to fall into the water. Doubt it, but you never know. Stop the fuel burn. And there's a bear. Maybe I craft a bow and I kill this bear before I jump. Maybe we cheese him. We need sticks. Fuck! I did not mean to make the max amount of sticks. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. We just burnt up a lot of our wood for no reason. Where are my arrows? Okay, and then we are going to kill this bear. If we see him, here he is. Yeah, that thing is strong. Holy shit. And he moved and we wasted an arrow. Pretty sure I used all my wood planks when I accidentally maxed out the amount of sticks it was gonna make. So we're gonna drop in. Tools are almost broke, but what's the worst that could happen? Chill out. Chill out. I'm just stealing. Stop. I'm just stealing, dude. Punch him out. Shovel, shovel, shovel. not the cleanest fight, but we win. Is that a hole? That is a hole. You can fall straight through this island. That's pretty cool. Okay. We are gonna break all this. Break all this, take it with us. I don't really know what I use that stuff for. It's like an unbreakable block. What happens if I scan this now? I already know this recipe. So it does nothing. Porcini. Ugh, God. There's the bear. Bird, please don't bring that fucking bear over here. Oh my goodness, he brought the bear over here. What is this? Is this like a dungeon? I have to, right? Yeah, I have to. Maybe we can find some copper down here? Not sure how the strip mining works. All the copper I've seen was at surface level, but I also haven't mined enough yet to really know. I was hoping this would at least have a little bit of something going on, but it does not. Except for this chest, and I don't have a key. I really need to learn how to make lockpicks. We're just gonna Minecraft dig out of here. Is gonna break. Not even halfway through this tree. Yeah, I know. Tell me. Okay, I know it's broken. Let me barehand it then. Have a repair kit back on the ship. I guess now is as good a time as any to see how that works. Repair kits. 3 of them. Yeah. For it and the axe and the boots. Now we're gonna get a lot of wood. Chanterelle. kind of mushroom is a chanterelle mushroom? We're gonna fight the bear. Fuck it. Oh my god, we should not have fought the bear. We should not have fought the bear. We should not fight the bear. That thing just whooped our ass. Holy shit. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, we are, not strong enough to fight a bear. So we have that. Force crystal dust. We still need the crystal dust. What do we need for this? Just nails. Okay. So let's see. We have looted this island. What's our altitude? Max out the altitude. And start the engine. See what other islands we can get to. Okay. So our altitude's maxed out here. I do kind of want to go see what this place over here is about. So we really need to learn lockpicks. Craft one of these. And I guess one of these. Repair station. What does this look like? I do. Okay. The game has crashed. Game has crashed. We are gonna see what that means for us. Does it auto save? Do we have all our shit, or are we set back significantly? We're gonna hope for the first one. We will know here in about 5 seconds. Play. 212. It's 213. So it looks like it does save. Does it save with my ship in motion? It does. Okay. Do I still have the stuff we just crafted? We do. So the autosave, very nice. Very nice. We are going to go ahead and throw that in the same spot. We're going to do the repair station beside it. And then where are we gunning for? I think we are going to shoot for this right here. And then I'll probably just jump straight from the ship. Ship kind of looks stupid when you look at it from this angle. What can we do with the block station? still have to have the repair kits to work the repair station. Guess that makes sense. And we are going to craft a furnace. Put the furnace... Fucking... Where do we want to put the furnace? I think we're going to pick this up. And then we're going to move it over on the right side. Perfect. So we don't have any copper or anything we can smelt. I don't think. Copper. We have no... Wait, we have 2 copper. Yeah, we're gonna swanton bomb from the top rope down to there. That way we won't lose, the altitude we have, which is nice. I don't really want to have to keep flying way up in the sky every time I do anything. Aim for the bushes. There's got to be some cool stuff down there. I would think the water wouldn't be a different color if there wasn't cool stuff down there. Yeah. Make sure we don't have like a crazy swim in store for us also. It's important. There is a house here. Sand islands. That one's got some kind of structure on it. Okay. So let us do that. And let us stop this. And we're gonna jump. Could have probably been a little bit closer, but not a crazy swim. How do you submerge? Don't know how to submerge. As long as there's not sharks, we'll be fine. No sharks, we're chilling. Sharks show up, pee my pants. And I like to think I'm like everybody else. I prefer my pants unpeed. Look at our ship. Can you see it? It's right there. Okay. See what this island has for us. Need some copper really bad. How do we swim down? It's not the buttons you would think it was. Definitely could use some copper tools. Still need a chanterelle mushroom. I have no idea what a chanterelle mushroom is. This one? Look at that. Cook at least one mushroom stew. We have no stamina. So this water's prettier, but it also, I think it's just because it's more shallow. I don't think it really has anything going on here. Which does make me happy that I left my airship way up in the sky instead of bringing it down here. Stone two-handed axe recipe, napped edges recipe, fringed pendant necklace, plus 4% loot luck. We are going to equip that. I would prefer plus 4% loot luck. And then I'm going to learn these. What's this called? Napped edges? I don't know what the fuck that means. Is that a bunch of copper? That is copper. Okay. They have a fucking weird looking hand now that I'm looking at it. Kind of look like a dick. The fuck? Dick hand. Yeah. Ooh, and there was a shipwreck. Thank goodness I came over here. We are gonna get all this copper. Or all of it we can without our item breaking. It looks like we are getting pretty low on health. I wonder if copper is like what you're looking for. I know there's got to be better stuff, but like right now I think copper is kind of the wave. Our pickaxe is about to break. Can I craft a new pickaxe on the island? Or can I craft a repair kit? Copper ingot, fuck. But if I can craft some rope with this, we should be able to craft that, and then boom, new pickaxe, and we will Q drop that one. Equip the new one. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna have some goodies. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this copper before I start fooling with that. And then we'll see how much better the copper tools and weapons are. So far the best chest we have found was the size of a shoebox. We've got all the copper. We have a shipwreck. I'm about to see what's popping with this shipwreck. I know there's one skelly belly. What's up, dude? We are out of stamina immediately. Back up. Come here. Went up. The dude didn't do very much fighting, but we are okay with that. We're gonna steal everything he holds dear. Okay. Not really seeing anything over here. I'm gonna steal these eggs. And we are going to keep looking. Looks like that island's got some stuff going on. I actually have a telescope. Let's just break that out and see if that looks like stuff we need. Nope. Looks like fucking rocks. Don't see any copper. Don't really see anything else to grab. Should go back to the ship, smelt all this stuff. Smelt all the new stuff, all the copper. Copper ingot. And then we need fuel. And let's make 14 of those. Bronze, tin, glass. I feel like tin's probably not very good, but I also have no clue. Where to next? What is that noise? Oh, that's the furnace. So this island here looks like it's got a structure on it. Have we been to that one? Unexplored island. Yeah. Goop, goop, goop. That looks like some muddy over there. Probably should start my boat first. We are heading for it. Gonna see what's over here. I think we're just gonna do the same thing again. I'm going to. The current ship cannot reach a higher altitude. Yeah, I know that. I didn't mean to hit that button. And I am gonna see what we need for copper items. Really just rope. Probably make a better axe. Wait, let's see what these are. Stone two-handed axe, napped edges. How much is my current weapon doing? 4. This is better at breaking through gourd, but it does do more damage. It's a dagger. I want this. That sounds badass. Okay. Do we have rope? Oops. Fuck. Okay. Well, let's put literally everything we own back in this crate. Can I drag it? No, that'd be cool. That would be too convenient. We can hold the rest of it. We are so slow. That's max speed too. Okay, so we have the copper. We need rope. We have a little bit of rope. We have thread. Stone. One more piece of rope. And 2 sticks. Stone. No rope. Do have sticks. And we have the fiber to make the rope. Okay. Now we are going to craft that. Big upgrade. Throw the rest of this stuff in this chest. And the copper. We should be ready to roll. Can we block? We can block. So this thing is going to be sick. Calling it now. Steamer metal scraps. Forest crystal dust. Forest crystal dust, I think, is going to be the one that's given us, or is going to take us the most time to find. Cook at least one mushroom stew. Take mushroom stew for cooking station. I am going to do that real quick while we're here. I have a mushroom paste. Other mushrooms go. Definitely need to get some organization going on, but we need more room. Really just don't. Well, I guess the ship upgrade is so much cheaper than everything else anyway. So all you need is copper nails. Probably. Where are my copper bars? Copper nails. Probably go ahead and do a ship upgrade now. Make it a little bit bigger. Give us more room for everything. And we are right above where we're going. Okay. So, are we right above where we're going? I think so. Yeah. Keep the dirt, in case we have to make dirt blocks. Give this new axe a try. I feel like it is going to be studly, but I don't know. Not the best for doing that. I don't even think there's going to be shit in here. I don't know why I'm chopping this. There was not. Okay. 200 gold, 10 wooden boots. I'm going to equip those now. I already have wooden boots. But these have fire resistance. Then the plank blade. +6 critical strike. Wooden chest plate stand. What is this? A wooden hatchet? Is that better than my stone axe? I think it is. Let's go hit a tree. Okay, nope, that was stupid to think that. Stupid thinking. But that is some good loot. Is that everything in here? Nope. I don't hate it. And we have another bigger building to loot, so that's pretty cool. I feel like there's gotta be some loot. There's gotta be some loot here. But let's see. Hopefully we don't get murdered by something a lot scarier than us. But I do feel pretty confident with this new axe. Gold on the floor. Okay. So we need to get up to the second floor. Should be able to craft dirt blocks. Bada bingo, bada boom. Might not be anything up here since there wasn't a staircase, but we will find out here shortly. We're gonna act like that didn't happen. We're gonna act like that didn't happen. What the fuck? That's a lot of gold. Is there a staircase to go up to the... Yes, there is. Staircases on here look pretty cool. I feel like there... Yeah, there's a chest. There's gotta be some loot in this chest. Some good stuff. What is up, Ann Evans? I am good. How are you doing today? Wooden gloves. Frost rod. What's this telling me? Staffs and spellbook consume power when casting spells. Use a spirit recharge station. This place has the stuff. And we got a novice key, so we can unlock a green chest if we find one. Got a staff, we got gloves. About to equip. We have 600 gold. That's crazy. Alright, is there anything else on this island that looks like it is worth exploring? We've already been to that other building. We got some cool stuff. I think this has got to be the tip top, I would assume. Yeah. That's good, Ann. That's good. This game is pretty cool. I don't know if you had the chance to try it out, but kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you ever saw any of the Hightail stuff. It looks a lot like Minecraft, but it's an RPG. But so far, it's been neat. Our ship is up in the sky, so we just have to teleport back there. And this is what we are working with. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's something. Then we should be able to upgrade the ship size if we have enough wood. And we do. And we have enough gold. And we needed copper nails, which we also have. I think I might can go ahead and do the next level also. Yeah, I can. Might as well. Okay. Good timing, because we are running out of space. Can you tell me about this? So what's the best way to explain it? It's basically Minecraft but RPG. So if you've ever seen somebody play like How to Minecraft, it reminds me of that. So we haven't made it far enough yet, but there are dungeons. You build a big airship, and then the islands in the sky. I guess you try and discover each one. The tutorial doesn't go super in depth, but for example, let's see if we can find one. So like we've been here, it tells you if you've explored it or not. So we've explored way over there. Looks like we explored this big one that we can't find on the spyglass. And then you just loot stuff and kind of level up from there. Now here you can upgrade your ship. So size upgrade, which is the only thing I've been able to do so far. Make the ship bigger. Speed upgrade, that's important because it is slow. Painfully slow. And then altitude upgrade, I'm assuming is a really important one because I haven't found the forced crystal dust. But that is how you're going to get to the higher up islands. So, like, for example, there, we can't get there yet. It's too high in the sky. So our maximum altitude starting out is 262 meters. But that's it. It's mostly, I guess I would describe it as a sandbox. So you do the tutorial, and then after that, they just kind of throw you to the wolves. You figure it out as you go. But so far, we have been having fun. How long's the stream been going on? 2 hours. And I've enjoyed all of it. The only part I didn't enjoy, the very beginning, I discovered this one? No. But it doesn't look like there's any buildings. You have an airship on your spawn island. So you craft all the stuff for your ship, and then you go put the stuff on the, I guess, the crashed ship, or that's what I thought. So I put all my stuff on this crashed ship. It takes me like 15 minutes to get everything to build the ship. And it turns out we weren't supposed to be repairing the crashed ship. We were supposed to swim out in the middle of the ocean and grab another ship. So then I wasted like my first 30 minutes trying to figure out what I was doing. But after that, so far, this is what we've been doing. We fly to each island and take it from there. I think the next one we're going to hit is that one, because that looks awesome. So we are going to see what's over there. Does this one have anything? That one has some copper, but it looks mostly empty. That one's got a structure too. And that one's got a lot of structures. That's like a coliseum. Probably go to that one next. Or probably go to that one first. Go over there. Make sure we're pointed at the right one. Yep. Now you can bring it up and down, but I have been just jumping from up here into the water. I think that's the best way to do it, because once you're building altitude, it takes a decently long bit. There is a house there. We'll come back for it. Now, we haven't gotten super lucky as far as the Sky Islands go yet. Most of those have just been junk. But I'm assuming it's going to be like that right there. I think we're at our max altitude, huh? We are. So we can't get up there even if we wanted to. Not ideal. Take me back, please. Take me back, please. Leave our ship unmanned in the sky. Probably need to grab some more wood on this next island. Is that my inventory? That is my inventory. I have so much stuff on me. So we are about to... really need to organize, but I don't want to do that. We're going to do a food chest and a money chest. Food and money. Everybody's favorite part of a game like this is organizing everything. I know from experience. We're gonna keep key in case we find a chest. Inventory is full. I think we got most of the valuables off of us. God, we are so slow. Max speed. Force crystal dust. We've got to find that. Maybe we'll find some on this island. That is very, very important to us at this point. Something we very much need. Probably help if we were moving. I think when I fell off the ship, it stops moving. Which is cool. They could have warned me. So we're going to hit this one, that one. Probably going to come back to this one because I did see a house. And while we're over here, it looks like this also has something on it. Maybe not. What about this one? So it's got it's got two structures. That one's the one with the big ship. I think it's going to be neat. It's hard to tell how fast you're moving when you're this high in the sky, but goodness, it feels like we are not going anywhere. Maybe if we bring the altitude down. I think we are supposed to be moving at 7.5 blocks a second. We are moving at 2.5. Going slow. Very, very slow. At this point, I'm thinking it might be better to just jump. We got a fuel, maybe? No. I think I might craft a boat. Or jump and swim. One. 2.5 blocks a second is very, very not fast. And we're not that far anymore. Unless we can drown or there are sharks. Hopefully no sharks. I haven't seen a shark yet. Do not want to. That sounds scary. It's very small, but it looked like it had a big coliseum, and then I know it has the tower, and then we're gonna hit it right over there. Big ship. I think the ship's bound to have some good loot. What was the most beautiful location you discovered? I found, so the prettiest to me so far, we actually looked at it with a spyglass, so it's a bunch of islands all surrounded, and then the water was a lot more blue than the rest of the map. I'm going to chalk that up to the water only being 3 blocks deep as opposed to the ocean, but it was very pretty. But overall, the game itself is just nice. Like, this is going to be my first time seeing this biome, but I think it's going to look very cool. Other than the grass, it's got a bunch of flowers. And then I'm assuming people are going to do the same as they did with Minecraft, and they're going to make shaders and stuff like that, so it's pretty. still think the swimming was significantly faster. Now, I haven't seen. I think it would be cool, especially if you like to build. You could probably craft like a home base on an island, and then have your airship. Is this a bunch of skeletons, or are these nice NPCs? We have not met a nice NPC yet. I'm assuming they're skeletons, but maybe not. They're not growling at us yet. Oh, nope, that's a skeleton. What is that? What's he got? Is it a coconut? It is a coconut. So I am going to try and clear out the skeleton so that music will stop. Does anything surprise me so far? Not really. I watched a lot of the trailers. It's pretty much as you expect it to be. I mean, you've got a big flying ship. But it depends on what you're going into it expecting. So, like, if you're expecting just Minecraft with RPG elements, we found a wand. They tell them what the wand does. So there's no telling how deep all of this is going to go. And we haven't even seen the dungeons yet, so I'm sure we'll find some surprises. Alright, hold up. This is the most skeletons we've fought at one location so far. Chill! Okay. Kicking my butt. Okay. But we've already seen so much, and then this is the, I guess, the tip of the iceberg. Like, we haven't even made it to any of these really high up islands yet. We're still at the first upgrade islands. That is a weird looking chest. I guess, funnily enough, the best loot we've found so far, so like the blueprint for this axe I'm using, which is the best weapon I've had so far, was in the tiniest box. So we found a itty bitty box, and it had the blueprint for this and the blueprint for a dagger. I don't know if I trust that. I guess this was a well. So I should, I think that's a little box. It is a little box. Night Jeweled Ring, 18% backstab damage. Put that on. Is that a ladder? It is not a ladder. But it does block my building. What do I like the most about Everwind's world? It's very diverse. I think the diversity is really cool. So you've got sand islands like we're seeing here, tropical. We've seen some gritty, like dungeony islands. And then each island, I guess you don't really know what to expect. So like, you know, we just saw that island with a big ship on it. That just scared the crap out of me. We just saw the island with a big ship on it. I haven't seen anything like that yet. I don't know what's going to be there. So that's going to be really neat when we get over there. Maybe it's got super good loot. Maybe it's got nothing. I need to destroy these little crates. Ooh. That's a fire pit. I also think it's cool that you can just teleport straight back to your ship. I like that. So you're not... I'm not going to have to run all the way back there. Whenever I want to leave, I pull out the compass. I don't even know where the ship is, but it's some... I think that's it. But I could be wrong. It's one of these. But you just pull out your compass and you go straight back. I don't have to run and find it. I can just go. And then I thought it would combat lock you. So like if you were in a fight, you couldn't leave. It does not. So earlier I tried to fight a bear. One, don't. That bear beat the crap out of me. But he was gonna kill me. I was on the island. I used my compass and it let me leave. So I think that's really neat. You're not punished in that way. Do you think it would have been nice? Which character or creature caught your attention the most? I like the capybaras. We haven't seen a capybara yet, but there's capybaras. Now, the one that probably surprised me the most was the bear. Just because I didn't know there were bears, and then I hit it with a bow and realized it had more health and everything, and then I tried to fight it, and it almost killed me. So it was pretty surprising. But we haven't ran into too many, I guess, diverse mobs. Like, they've all been skeletons. Everything we've killed so far, skeleton. But they have different weapons, so there's archer ones and stuff. But I'm gonna assume there's more monsters. We just haven't seen them yet. Oh, it shows me where my ship is. It was that one. I was right. Okay. So what do we want to do first? Got a bunch of sandstone. I feel like that would look kind of goofy to add to my ship because I don't have any sandstone. I think we're going to bring out the front a little bit more. I also don't know if crouching stops you from falling off the edge. I hope so. But I don't think it does. Our ship got so much bigger. Those two upgrades did a lot for us. Which is nice because we need more storage space. And I'm assuming we can come up on the sides and stuff. We just haven't done that yet. Which maybe that means I should grab a copper axe and get down there and see. Hopefully this chops a lot faster. 3 sticks. We have a ton of sticks. Might as well. Okay, so copper axe. Hopefully it's very speedy. So we've done that one. Ship's over there. That island looks very pretty. And it does have buildings. I think we might as well do that one now. Save the ship for last. That's the one we're supposed to come back to, and then there's the big pirate ship. What's the hardest challenge so far I've faced in the game? I guess it's nothing really game related as far as challenges go, but it's just you learn as you go. Kind of like we were talking about earlier. So the tutorial shows you how to make the ship, and then after that that's it. So you learn how to make it, and then I guess you're free to play your own way. So you can create whatever kind of ship you want or any of that. I know you can come up with the walls and build like an interior, which I think is going to be really cool. But that's probably been the most challenging part, is just figuring out what to do next. And that is what we're doing now. So we're going to keep exploring islands until we find... What do we need? Forest crystal dust. And then once we do that, we can get higher and we can explore more islands. And I'm sure there's some wacky wonky ones. So like that's an autumn themed one. That's another sandstone one. Look at that building. That one's huge. So there is a lot to do. And then they're generated seeds. So like when I spawned in, I noticed it asked me to name my world, but there's also seeds. So everybody's going to have a different experience or different places to go. Probably start this again. We are going to go for this one. So I'm assuming... Can we craft more of these, so that's an energy generator. Pipes here. Maybe we can build more of... What is this? See, I've forgotten what all this is. An engine. Maybe another engine makes me go faster. Guess I need to figure that out. I wouldn't think so, but at the same time, I also don't know it all. Boosts maximum speed. And we have that stuff. We need a rotor. And I think this. Probably that. Let's craft another engine and see how much quicker we can go. That'll be really cool. If we didn't immediately lose it in our inventory, and there it is. Can I connect them to each other? Can. So let's see if that worked. Yeah. So we are up to 5 blocks a second. See, like stuff like that, like I had no clue. That's awesome. We're definitely moving faster. And I think we could probably build one more. Put it right there. Might even try to do that. I don't think we have what we need. That definitely helps with the exploration speed. Ship kind of looks like a ship from Galaga. Try and craft us. Maybe I don't craft us anything. We just use a wooden cabinet. I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't see where. Wait. Yeah, we're just gonna place the wooden cabinet. Doesn't hold much, but it'll help me get some of this stuff off of me. I'm excited to see what people do with their ships. I think there are going to be some absolutely wacky ships. When did we get all this coconut armor? Or leather and coconuts. We are also deathless so far. So we'll get to see what it's like when we die. I'm going to try not to. That doesn't sound too appealing. We are over it. This down just to get it out of the way. We're definitely gonna have to optimize that a little bit better. Just try not to fall through our death. Ooh, ooh, oh, I think we fell to our death. No. We're dead. Now we get to see what happens when you die. Do we respawn on that orb, or do I respawn on the ship? You will return with reduced health scale to your character's level, and a death orb will appear at the place for your death, temporarily holding the lost items. So I guess you only drop a portion of your inventory. Let's not do that same exact thing again, because that would be silly. Let's move this ship up a little bit. But you don't lose your whole inventory. I guess that's neat. First death, and it came in a silly way. Get me far enough where I can make a jump. Alright, no way we die right here, huh? Okay, we're fine. Guess that's probably the best way to learn. At least it wasn't to a bunch of enemies we wouldn't be able to kill. So it just keeps a portion. So if you're on a big, like, forming run and you have a bunch of good stuff, that does come in clutch. Oh goodness, it didn't give us any HP though. I think these are... No, they're still just skeletons. Thought they kind of looked like orcs. He was not very strong. Yeah, this guy's spooky. Legendary! Alright, biggest challenge, and here it is. That dude's got legendary this day. And a big sword. We are out of stamina. I think we're fine though. But this dude is strong. Runes infuse equipment with magical effects. Hold a rune to open the infusion menu. Choose a compatible item and spend force crystal dust to apply. Did he give us force crystal dust? I don't think he did. How do I get the force crystal dust? Who are you, fella? Hold up. Need some steak. Let me eat a little bit of steak, and then we'll fight. Whoa! Being very impatient. We leveled up. We have. Don't worry about that in a second. I do have a key. Do I have my key with me? I do. Lockpicks. That's huge. And a pyrite ingot. Sandstrider boots. Frayed worn shoes. Wooden long axe. Okay. So the lockpicks are needed to open the green chest ones. And we have not tabbed one yet. Would have been cool if it taught me how to make them. But beggars can't be choosers. What is that? Slime? Magic liquid. How vague. What is your main goal for streaming? I play the game anyway, so I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. Now my goal was not to stream, don't let me lie to you, but I always wanted to start a YouTube channel just because I thought that would be cool, and getting to do something you love as a living once you got big enough is appealing to me. But the way I see it with the streams, I'm going to play the games, I'm going to edit them into videos anyway, and it's a great way to connect with the community, so we would have never spoke if I was never streaming. So that's my main goal. Get to know everybody a little bit better, and then have fun playing games. A lot of the times it's not just me like you're seeing now. I do have buddies who will hop on and play the game with us. But they all are at work. I work in sales, so I have a much more flexible schedule than they have. Whereas they have to go do 9 to 5. I used to do that. Once I got into sales, if I don't want to work that day or I have other plans for that day, I don't have to go in, because as long as I'm selling, they're fine. But I've been in sales for about 5 years now, so I know my way around the talking to people and stuff, so it's not too bad. What is that? Can I steal these? Can't steal this. I've been running around those things this whole time and had no idea they could hit me. I think that's everything this island has to show us. I just don't know how we're going to get the blue powder. I forgot the name of it, but we need that. Don't know how we haven't looked in here yet. What about you? What's the main thing you're looking for in a streamer, and who's your favorite streamer? Me personally, just I'll go first since you're gonna see this 30 seconds after I say it. I like KYR Speedy. Used to be real big back in the day when I was younger. Not as popular now, but his humor still gets me the same. And then YouTube wise, if I'm watching videos, partially Royal. That dude's cool. I'm gonna chop up some trees while I'm down here, so I'll have wood to expand. And this copper axe makes it so much better. I think I was probably supposed to make copper items significantly earlier on, and I think I just postponed it. And now I'm getting to see why they are better. Leather helmet. It's worse. Poison inflicts damage. So I think if I hold this in my hand, use rune on... So ×0. That's what we need for the ship. So even if I could do that, I probably would not do that. I'm a digital artist. I specialize in creating custom stream graphics such as logos, overlays, banners, and other visual elements. If you want, so I can show you some of my previous artwork portfolio. Yeah, that sounds neat. Do I have an email on here? Might not. But I am ScobyPlays, same as you see it on the channel, just at gmail.com if you wanted to shoot me over some stuff. Does sound neat. I always get lost on the artwork part of stuff, as well as the logo. The logo I'm using now is one that my buddy, like halfway designed up, he just sent it to me, and he said, I think you should change it from what it was. It was just a picture of Ayana Koji from Classroom of the Elite, which I use him in a bunch of my thumbnails. But he's the coolest, you know? Without a doubt, the coolest guy. Haven't looted any of this either. What am I doing? I'm gonna go up here. Did get that one. I think we are gonna call that good enough on the looting this island. Do you have Discord or Instagram? I do not have Instagram. But I have Discord. Let me see what my Discord is. Discord is... I'm going to type it. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah, that's got to be it. Is also my first name, which is cool. No one else knows that. Well, I guess if they watch this VOD, they'll know that. Okay. We are going back to the ship. Going to expand. One, we need to make some chests. Bad. Not like that. Planks and So are these planks and the other planks not the same? I guess they are. That's not cool. Oh, okay. I know what I've got to do. Probably should have just stole the chests on the islands to start with. We're not doing good at jumping off of this ship. Okay. Well, let's not double do that. Let's jump off of this side. Okay. Please no. Okay, we're fine. So one block of water does not save you. Already. I think we need to grab these other chests and then we'll be able to craft the junglewood chests. But I don't think we can craft it until we break and take one. Or that's been the theme so far. I guess it will show us if we're wrong. New compendium entry. So yeah, we'll be able to craft the jungle chest now. Which will be cool. I don't really want to build out of the jungle wood because most of it is the normal looking oak one. Let's go check the Discord real quick. Pending. Not going to say it out loud, but I am going to accept it. There you go. Was that the big chest? We did get the big chest. Really, I don't even have to craft one. I'm just going to throw this one down. Where? Where do we want it? Probably here. So many buttons. That would make my life so much easier if I would just pay attention. Now these are recipes. So these are pretty valuable if you find them. Just because you can grab them and know how to craft it. Kind of like blueprints and Rust. That looks cool. Sandworm chestplate. We haven't seen any sandworms, but that sounds not cool. Not very cool. I think we head for the ship island now, which is directly behind us. Yeah, it's back there. I do wish there was a little bit easier of a way to customize the ship. Just because if you're not, like if you're in the water, you can't do the underside, and then when you're flying, you notice the underside looks kind of wonky like it does now. I craft another engine. Try to. Pieces of rope, bunch of wood. Thank you so much, Ann. I will definitely check it out after the stream today. but I appreciate it. Very cool, very cool. Don't think we're going to have enough planks to do what I need to do, which is not very cool. Definitely don't. That's fine. We'll cross that hurdle when we get to it. Guess it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, it's got to be worse with. Already got it, so we are cool. I do think this ship's going to be made out of forest wood, so I should have a bunch of that. Goodness. These CT racing chairs do not stay comfy for too long. Balloon attachment. God, I'm just missing the wood and we would be flying right now. Can't hear you while you're moving crouch. That sounds really good.